Hi, and welcome to your strength and Pilates workout today. This is going to be a little crossover between the two. It is predominantly a strength workout, but we are going to include some Pilates elements with just some of the movements that we do, as well as just staying really connected to your breath throughout the workout. So for today's workout, you do need a couple pieces of equipment. We're going to have a heavy to medium set of weights. So I believe these are 10 pounds here, but anywhere from like 8 to 12, kind of that range that we stay in. I have a booty band. You can use any level. This is medium. It's not going to be anything too crazy. So if you want to challenge yourself a little bit there with the resistance, grab that. You need your Pilates ball or any similar, something on it, little ball with you. And then also I would say a set of either additional light weights or heavy weights. They don't have to, it really doesn't matter what weight they are. We're just going to be propping them up on the ground and bumping our heels up against them to be in a little bit of an elevated position for a squat. So if you don't have an extra set of weights, you can also use 2 books. You can use pretty much anything you have on hand in your house, 2 yoga blocks, anything that is going to just let your heels be slightly elevated when we get into a front loaded elevated squat later in the workout. So all of that can go off to the side for now. We'll just get started with our warm up. And as always, a playlist is linked down below if you want to put something on, if you have your own music, that works as well. If you like working out in silence, for you, that's great. You can be with your own thoughts. Let's go ahead and start with the little cat cow. Inhale, gaze up. And then on an exhale, press your mat away, really hug up through the ribs. Find your core connection here, tucking the tailbone under. And then we'll inhale, repeat, opening up through the front of the body. And exhale, find that press away, lift up. We start to create space between your shoulder blades. Feel that nice stretch. We'll go 2 more times here. Big inhale and exhale, round. And last one. Good. Coming back through center, we'll take it into our thoracic opener. So bring your right fingertips back behind the head. Opposite elbow will come down to that opposite wrist. And then open the chest up. Find that stretch through your mid-back. And then on an exhale, bring it all the way back down. Stretching the opposite way. And opening up. 2 more on this side. Starting to just create space there between all the tight spots in your back. Last one here. And lift. Good. Bringing right hand down. Left hand will come back behind the head. Same thing here. And open up. Good for 2. Last one. All right, from here, we're gonna go ahead and find a single leg lift to start to warm up the back of your legs. We'll extend right leg out long. Go ahead, flex through your right foot. On an exhale, just lift the legs straight up. Inhale, tap toes down. Now we're thinking about pressing the ground away so you don't collapse down into your shoulders. And then with your lift here, as you lift the leg up, you just want to squeeze from your glute. You don't want to arch through your back. We don't want that there. We just want you to lift the leg as high as you can while keeping the work in your leg, not feeling like you have to arch your back to get it up higher. I don't care how high it goes. You just should really start to feel it in your glute and your hamstring a little bit here. We'll go for 3, 2. Next one, I want you to hold it up. You can point or flex with your toe, whatever feels more natural for you. Walking your hands up a little further, we're going to take it into 3 elevated push-ups here. So it's kind of like a little seesaw. As your upper body is going to come down, the elbows stay tight to the body. You send it back, leg lifts up. Exhale. Come back to our starting point. So inhale on the way down. And exhale. Press, last one. Good. Right knee can come down, left leg will extend out. We'll flex through the left foot, finding just your leg lifts to start. On an exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale, lower down, checking with your shoulders and checking in with your back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Good. We'll go ahead and do this for last 3. And then we'll take it to our 3 elevated push-ups. 2, For your next one, you'll hold it up. Again, your foot can kind of do whatever feels natural for you. Resituating through your hands. On an inhale, elbows go back, leg goes up. Exhale, press the ground away. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press. Last one here. Lower, lower, lower. Bring it back up. Nice job. Bringing your knees in, we're just going to take a little internal and external child's pose to open up through our hips. So your knees are going to be pretty close together. Open your heels up, kind of to the width of your mat, and then sit your hips back. This probably feels really funky, but it's really nice for your hips to find both internal rotation and external rotation. Sitting there, and then you'll just shift forward. Toes will come back together. Now the knees are going to open up wide, finding that external rotation, and sit the hips back. Good. Then when you're ready, we're going to come up. Let's go ahead and grab your medium to heavy weight, so whatever weight option you want to use for that, and your ball. So your ball is going to come right between the knees, right in the inner thighs. So just bump the mic, and then you're going to grab your weight and lay all the way down onto your back. We're going to do some bridge work here to get us started. So let's talk about the mechanics. We're going into your spine articulation bridge, but before we do that, if you're new here, basically what your spine articulation bridge means is that your back is kind of naturally laying on the mat. When you want to articulate through the spine, you're going to start to flatten your lower back and really tuck your pelvis and slowly roll up. So each vertebra is going to roll up nice and slow. You'll inhale at the top, and then on an exhale, we'll roll it back down. So instead of just lifting and lowering, that's what I mean by that. The weight is going to come to your chest. You're going to have one hand on each side. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, start to flatten the back, tuck the pelvis, roll yourself up nice and controlled. As you do that, find a nice slow chest press, trying to time it so that the arms will go straight when your hips are at your highest point. Inhale here. Exhale, little squeeze on the ball, tuck the hips, start to roll it back down. Upper back, middle back, lower back as you lower the weight back down to your chest. So we're moving with control here. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, squeeze the ball, flatten your back. Start to lift the hips as you press your weight up to the ceiling, nice and slow. Good. Inhale at the top. Exhale, squeeze, and slowly lower. So while your legs are doing a lot of the work to lift and lower your hips, it's your core that is controlling your spine here. It's really controlling that movement of lifting through lower back, middle back, upper back. It's controlling your pace. And hopefully your arms are starting to feel a little bit of burn here. Like I'm only using 10 pounds and moving so slow has already made it feel a lot heavier than it would otherwise. So trying for like at least 4 counts on the lift and 4 counts on the lower. We're just going to go for 2 more at this nice controlled pace. Should feel like a nice massage on your back on the mat. Last one here. Really taking your time, working with your breath. Good. Once you're at the bottom here, we're going to rest for a second and take it into a bit more of a flat back bridge. So on an exhale, I want you to squeeze your ball, lift the hips up. The arms are going to go up to the ceiling. Keeping the squeeze on your ball the whole time. Lower your hips halfway down as you bend your weight, bend your elbows so the weight is coming towards your forehead. On an exhale, squeeze your ball, lift the hips, send the weight up. So you'll inhale, bring it down. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze and lift. The hips are not going all the way down to the mat. They're kind of only hovering about halfway. And then you send them right back up. Now we're really driving through your heels, squeezing through the glutes, and squeezing in on your ball. So you should feel some inner thigh connection here as well. Let's go for last 3. Holding up at the top in 2. Next one, hold it up. Tiny tuck under of the pelvis, weight stays lifted, just squeeze in on the ball and release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open up the knees. Here for 5, 4, 3. Keep hips lifted. 2. Last one, squeeze. And go ahead and lower it all the way down here. You can go ahead and place your weight down. We'll take the ball out. We're gonna make our way up to a seated position. You can grab some water if you'd like, a little intermission here. Ball can kind of go off to the side. We are done with her. And then you are gonna stick with your medium weight. So grab that when you're ready. Coming back up, get this guy out of my way. We're gonna take it into a little side kneeling position. So let's go ahead and bring your right hand down, and it's gonna kind of face this way so that your hand, your hips, and this left leg are all facing open. So you're not like this, we're opening it up. So that left hand is gonna come down and find your weight. We're gonna take it into a single leg lift and a row. So pressing the ground away. Next exhale, we row your weight up as the left leg lifts. And then inhale, bring it back down nice and slow. Exhale, lift and row. Inhale, lower. So maybe feeling a little bit wobbly. That's okay, that balance through your right side. We're working right glute, as well as our moving arm and leg. Those stabilizing arm and legs are also working. Inhale, lower. Exhale, pull. If you want your gaze to follow, that's kind of even more of a balance challenge here. If you want to row and lift and let that gaze come up, you are welcome to do so. Let's go for 3 more here. Good, last 2. Last one. Okay, take your weight, place it on the outside of your thigh. We're gonna hold here and just find a little halfway lower. Squeeze and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze and lift. We're gonna go for 6. Down and up for 5. Keep squeezing through your right glute as well. So try not to sit back into the hips for 3. In 2. And 1. Hold, hold, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. You're gonna come down onto both knees here. You can kind of roll out through your shoulders for a second. We're gonna take it into a half kneeling chop. So your right knee is gonna stay on the ground. Your left leg will come out in front. You're gonna bring that weight down over to your right side. And then on an exhale, chop up and over your left side. Inhale, lower. Exhale, bring her up. So lots of core and shoulders. And on top of that, this right glute that's down, drop my weight, the right glute that's down, you're really squeezing through that right glute, thinking of sending your right hip forward in a controlled way so that you're stabilizing through your hips, allowing your body to focus on your core. Last one. Good, bring it down. We're just gonna come all the way down, right into the other side. So now left hand will come down, left knee is down, right leg is lifted, and we open everything up to face out here. Right hand finds your weight. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, row and lift. Good, inhale down. Exhale, row and lift. And lower. Exhale, lift. Again, if you want to try to find that gaze moment as well, challenging your balance. Only lifting that leg about hip height again so that we're not moving out of the work of your hips and glutes. You have 3. Nice work. Here's 2. Last one. Lift and hold it here. Bring that weight down and on top of the outer thigh. Inhale to lower the leg about halfway down. Exhale, bring it up quick. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. You have 5 here. For 4. 3. 2. Good. Last one. Bring it all the way down. Weight can come down. take a breath there. We have our half kneeling chops. So left knee will stay down, right knee is going to come out in front. Our weight is in both hands. Hair out of the way, you're going to inhale, bring that weight down towards your left thigh. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. You have 5 more to go here. And then we're on to our last working block. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last 2. I think, did I skip one? We'll go last one. And bring it down. Not a workout goes by where you don't lose track. We go off of vibes here mostly. Okay, so that is our second block down. We have 1 more working block to go, and then we'll start to slow it down. So for this working block, you're going to need your band as well as your lighter set of weights. I'm actually going to get the mat out of the way here, just fold it up, place it kind of off to the side for a second. So for this setup, for this, whatever you're using, whether it's books, a heavier set of weights, a lighter set of weights, it doesn't really matter. You just want to place them about hip distance apart so that your heels, so that your heels can be elevated here. So that's kind of going to be the setup. So make sure they are, oh my gosh, stay. They are in place. And then you're going to grab your band, place it over your upper thighs, right above the knees here for that. And then we're going to grab your medium to heavy weights and front rack them. So to front rack, you're kind of going to let them rest. Get that out of the way of the mic on your shoulders here. And that'll be your setup. Then place your heels on your little elevated surface here. If you don't have anything, you can also do this flat on the floor, but it just adds another element of different kind of work here. So from here, we're going to inhale, sit the hips back, press out into your band, exhale, bring it back up. So it's not a crazy press out. You're just noticing your outer glutes, outer thighs, and come up. Inhale, butt back, back, back. Exhale, press. We're going to go for about 5 or 6 more here. Getting the heart rate up a little bit here as well. Inhale down. Let's go for 4. 3. 2. Last one here, hold it low. Halfway lower, now the knees are really gonna press out and bring them back in. So you can exhale, press, inhale, lower. Keep your heels glued to that weight. I don't want your feet rolling in or out. You're really trying to just move from the outer glutes, outer thighs, out and in. Let's go for 5. Maybe sit a little bit lower. You got this. 4. Breathe through it. 3. 2. And let's go, last one. Coming all the way up. Weights can come down. And off to the side, we'll go ahead and bring your light weights out of the way here. And then heavy weights can also kind of go out of the way. We're going to walk this band down to your ankles for just some side steps to finish it out here. So finding a nice low squat position. Your butt is back. Hands can come to your hips, to your chest, whatever works. You're going to step out through your right side, but let your upper body go with you and come back in. Left side, same thing, out and in. So the difference here would be if my upper body stays still, my foot just goes out. Out, I want you to let your whole body squat down with you. Come back and out and back. So we're really just going to burn out these outer glutes, outer thighs to finish out this workout here. And then we will cool it down. Good, out and in. Let's go for 4 more each way. So here's 4. 3. And 3. Try to stay low the whole time. I know it burns. Try not to come up through center. This is your last one each way. Out and back through center. Stand it all the way up. Take your band off. We'll bring it down. Unroll your mat. Just start to slow it down here. We'll find a supine position, laying all the way down onto your mat. Head is heavy. Your rib cage is heavy, tailbone heavy. We'll go ahead, bring right ankle across your left thigh, hug it into your chest. Breathe here. Maybe start to bend and straighten through your left leg. And then we'll keep your left leg straight. Give everything a little hug in. Lowering it down, we'll switch it out. Left ankle over right thigh. Hug it in. Breathe. Start to bend and straighten through right leg. Doing some hamstring work here. And then keep right leg straight. Hug everything in. Bringing it down. We'll plant both feet down. Arms will come up to a goalpost position. Let your knees fall over to the left. Gaze will go over to the right. Coming back through center, other side. All the way back through center. Find soles of the feet together. You'll find this butterfly position, just letting your knees fall out wide. Bring one hand to your stomach, one hand to your heart. Just find a couple big deep breaths here. Coming back for a moment of stillness. Good. When you're ready, you can close that up. Make your way up to a seated position. If there are any other stretches you would like to take, you can always pause the video or get out of it. But that was your strength and Pilates workout, and I hope to see you in another workout soon.